Hey everyone, in this video we are going to talk about fertilization, also known as conception. As we discussed, this is when the secondary oocyte, or the egg, and the sperm unite to create that zygote. Specifically, this takes place in the uterine tube, also known as the fallopian tube. So let's talk about the sex cells. So before fertilization can occur, the secondary oocyte, or egg, must be ovulated, and therefore it needs to enter that uterine or fallopian tube. From here, the sperm can travel from the vagina through the cervix into the body of the uterus and then finally into the uterine tube. For the oocyte, it only survives between 12 and 24 hours after ovulation, so it's a very small window where fertilization can occur. Sperm can reach the oocyte within an hour of intercourse, and of the 2 to 600 million sperm that are ejaculated, only a few hundred will actually survive if they reach the fallopian tubes. From here, they can unite, and specifically, only one sperm of all those millions of sperm can fertilize that oocyte. Here's an image. On the left-hand side, we can see the female reproductive tract, specifically how sperm needs to go through the vagina, through the cervix, into the uterus, and then up into the fallopian tubes. And it's a 50-50 chance between which tube it's going to be in. Here's an image of an egg and many sperm surrounding that egg trying to fertilize it. So, what happens when the sperm meet the egg? First, the sperm is going to invade the layer known as the corona radia, which is a layer of those follicular cells that we discussed in the female reproductive system that surround that oocyte. The sperm will then dissolve this layer using that acrosomal enzymes. Next, the sperm are going to digest the zona pellucida, again, in an attempt to reach the oocyte. And then from here, several hundred sperm are going to participate in the removal of these layers. So this is not just one sperm trying to do all of this. There's many sperm working together to try to reach that oocyte. However, only one can fertilize and penetrate the oocyte's membrane. Once that sperm enters, specifically the head of the sperm, the zona pellucida will harden, and therefore no other sperm can enter the oocyte. As the sperm enters, that secondary oocyte will finish meiosis too, and this will create one tiny polar body, which will disintegrate, and that large cell that is going to contain the nucleus of the female chromosomes. At this point, the nuclei of both sex cells can combine, and this fertilized egg is now called a zygote. And this is going to contain 46 chromosomes, which is the typical number of chromosomes found in the human body. And again, here's an image of this occurring. If you have any questions on fertilization, please let me know.